Hi, welcome to News Drops, a humorous twist when needed as an add to the news mixology. Let's get into today. In national news, FBI's anti-Trump agent found starting his own anti-Trump investigation, which became part of Jack, No Moral Compass. Smith chasing down anything he could tag on Trump to assure the media could have enough fodder to damage him in any way. The FBI investigation was promoted by an agent who was known for posting negative comments on social media regarding President Trump. Apparently he missed the memo about being impartial. Chuck Grassley, Republican Iowa, learned of this from an inside whistleblower. FBI agent Timothy Thibault, who faced previous controversy over political bias, was found to have initiated the investigation without sufficient predication. "We don't need no stinkin' evidence to start an investigation" has been the theme of the Chris Wright Merrick Garland House of FBI and DOJ. Grassley's whistleblower revelations show unauthorized case initiation by Thibault in February 2022, later becoming part of Jack Smith's investigation. Let's start something that could be a lie and have it prosecuted by someone with less dignity than a sloth. Continuing with Trump appointment scrutinies, RFK Jr.'s Medicaid plans under scrutiny because we don't really want to concern ourselves with providing good, trustworthy health information to the American public, do we? The congressional hearing focused on potential leadership as the Secretary of Health and Human Services, with lawmakers questioning Kennedy's views on various healthcare policies, such as statements posted on baby onesies. Seriously, asking Bernie Sanders had to ask whether JFK Jr. supported the onesies. Apparently they clash with Bernie's onesies. The baby onesies state unvaxxed, unafraid, while Bernie says vaxxed and loaded with big pharma dough. Bernie was left without much to add after it was pointed out how many millions of dollars in campaign donations came in from large pharmaceutical companies. In tech news, United Health hack now affects half of America. Somewhere, Hillary's email server is feeling less lonely. Major data breach at United Health Group's Change Healthcare division now impacts approximately 190 million Americans, double the initial estimate of 100 million victims. Meanwhile, Fed keeps interest rates high, well, because they can. The Federal Reserve maintains rates at 4.25 to 4.5% range, expressing uncertainty about inflation trajectory and awaiting clarity on Trump's economic policies. Which makes sense because the Trump team needs to be sure it will deliver on commitments. The good part of this is at least the Trump players know what economic inflation is. Biden thought that it was a line on a graph and the higher it goes, you win. In free speech and free press, and you can't just get away with that news, Meta pays Trump. $25 million settlement, and Zuckerberg finally admits you can't just unfriend a president. Facebook parent company agrees to settlement over account suspension, with $22 million designated for Trump's future presidential library. Zuckerberg was also quick to head to Mar-a-Lago and continue his pander vibe with whatever administration is in charge. Moral groundings have to place here. In crime news, Venezuelan gang members break NYPD officer's arm. Welcome to our sanctuary cities. Break our arms, rob us of our money, assault us, and we'll give you a place to rest. Is this really a democratic process? 10 TDA gang members indicted in multi-state weapons trafficking operation, highlighting border security concerns. Their claim upon entry into the U.S. was all they wanted to do was pick some fruit, hang out in the sun. That was a good enough status under Mayorkas to let them travel anywhere in the U.S. and provide them with housing, phones, and meals. Rules are, you can break our arms and cause crimes, just don't mispronounce pronoun designations or the vice president's name. From the education front, Trump signs an education order, back to teaching math without gender theory, revolutionary concept. The executive order aims to restrict federal funding for certain educational content related to race, gender, and politics, keeping education straight. If you want to lean left, just lift your leg but do it off school campus. In health news, the CDC's flu map looks like a Democrat voting map except more scientific and unbiased. 14 states reached the highest flu activity level, with a significant increase in national positivity rates. More in health news, LA's chips recall, as if potato chips aren't bad enough already. The FDA issues the highest risk recall for a specific LA's classic potato chips batch due to an undeclared milk allergen. I would think milk would be the best part of the chip. Continuing in health, bird flu, the latest pandemic that doesn't require mask mandates. MPs discuss bird flu outbreak impact on poultry industry, with rare human case reported in West U.S. Midlands. In Trump news, Trump orders deportation of anti-Israel foreign students, suggests they try studying in Hamas U. This executive order targets international students supporting Palestinian causes, raising constitutional questions, welcomed into our nation, on visa, to study in our universities, live in our culture and be peaceful with the nation that welcomes them. Nope, that ain't happening. They decided to bring the chaos, confusion, and vitriol from their homeland along with them. And the open left-door college administrators believe chaos, confusion, and vitriol are virtues to promote throughout our nation. And they fuse it into those college students that are easily influenced, open-minded, not critical thinkers. What a brave world. If the message is not in good sport, you must deport. California wants oil companies to pay for wildfires, because the best way to avoid responsibility is to come up with the most irresponsible claim and claim it. Democratic lawmakers, continuing to don their Teflon not responsible here suits, proposed legislation making oil companies liable for the local fires. Incredible, even Pinocchio was said to find that a bit of an exaggeration. Mayor Bates says it wasn't her, she was in Ghana, and Handsome Gavin said it was the local communities and these guys come up with the oil companies. On a sad and serious note, confirmed DC plane crash, 67. Dead in American Eagle Army helicopter collision. A tragic collision between an American Eagle commercial flight and an Army Black Hawk helicopter over the Potomac River near Reagan National Airport resulted in 67 fatalities. The NTSB investigation focuses on air traffic control, staffing irregularities, and potential altitude violations. 2 flight data recorders have been recovered as search efforts continue for remaining victims. The incident has revealed concerning details about airport staffing, with one controller handling both aircraft and helicopter traffic instead of the standard 2-person team. In a frustrated tone, President Trump indicated the Pete Buttigieg-led Transportation Department DEI initiatives requiring hiring of people with mental disabilities and/or otherwise mental distresses possibly hold part in the traffic control room not being prepared for such an incident. Regardless, this is truly a sad occurrence. That's it for now. Be thankful and enjoy what you have. It's more than you think. If you liked our content, please give us a like and hit subscribe for more views through the News Drop scope.